You're tuned into the... As we head towards kickoff, trying to push their team to victory. It is Patriots.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evident. Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
On second down, here's Stafford. Fights loose. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Dorsett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Ready to throw on 2nd down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a toss play to Lewis. And some room to maneuver. Dion Lewis, 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run. This is White. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
Feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Riddick. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Stafford here. And now running right through it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come up in an offset eye. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 6-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
20.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 12 yards is the pickup there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find the crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up the 3rd down.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now they'll throw with Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 1st down, Brady. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the count.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. This is White on the screen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 24-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle, learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first and 10, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again is Stafford. Room to run inside the 40. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Seven yards to go on second down. Play action. Stafford throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Here's Stafford now on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a carry for White. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
20. Hey.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion right is Tate. The man in motion is Tate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. Back to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Here's White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, there it is. Brady connected with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, we were thinking we would see this per usual. First quarter, definitely second quarter, but not the case.
And their offense, not moving the ball like they normally do. They're losing the game. Those two need to get together and fast.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Brady got to have this one. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.